Hey everybody, here's another day in the life of Papa Joe. My garage utility door is rotted here, and then also the door itself along the sides and the bottom and the other side. And what you do, unless you want to go spend $500 on a door and then somebody to install it for you if you don't know how to do it yourself, you can see what I've done. And these things, they intended it this way for them to rot out so that you'll do just that, buy another door. But it's pretty easy to fix them. The exterior's metal, and this was just cheap wood, again designed to rot out. But you take your time, put it on a sawhorse, and take a hammer and a chisel, get this all cleaned out, and then I use for the sides, I've got the other side pretty well cut out, but I just use my little oscillating tool, use a square to cut a line and just zip right down into it. And then guess what? Here's all the debris that came out of the end, but I'll show you. Sorry for the camera work, but guess what fits in there very nicely? 2x4 pressure treated is the perfect width. Incidentally, this right here is styrofoam in there. So you want to get it cleaned out back to the styrofoam. And then what I'll do I'll do a rip of the 2x material. And again, definitely use pressure treated, and then it won't happen again. Rip is a cut lengthways. And I'll use a longer piece, obviously, because this is too short for the bottom. But rip it, and then I'll use an adhesive caulk, pop that in there. We won't have that problem again. Okay, everything's all nice and cleaned out, and I have ripped my piece and cut it to length. We'll dry fit it in place here. Get it nice and even on both ends. And look at that. How about that? And that's not going to rot out. So what I'm going to do, I'll use adhesive caulk, and I'll get this in place. Then once this is in place, I'll do each side piece, cut those to length. But yes, indeed, you take your time. This is the door itself probably going to take me about an hour, but it beats the hell out of you're spending $1,000 on a new door, or $500 on a door, and $500 to if I wanted to have somebody install it, or thereabouts, depending on where you are in the country or in the world. But we'll keep on trucking here. Okay, I've got it pretty well loaded up, and then on the upper side, and then this side here, and then we'll fit it in place. There, all that wood rot gone. Pressure treated along the bottom. I've got it kind of clamped up where it was wanting to be clamped. And a nice side piece there. And then another one. It's just a little bit longer on this side where it was rotted up further. But all in all, pretty good. The weather stripping that came with the original door had these two tracks that go into two grooves along the bottom. It's not like I couldn't do it, but I'm feeling kind of lazy, to be honest with you. And this is just a garage door, garage utility door. So what I did is I got this adhesive weather stripping, and once the door's in place, then I could adhere that to the exterior so that nothing can really get in. But yeah, that'll work just fine. But we'll keep on going. Okay, well, I've got the tools and stuff out. Might as well deal with the wood rot and the jambs. The brick molding is not rotted at all, just the jambs. These doors, when you buy them, they're pre-hung anymore in the jambs. And boy, they design them to rot out on you. But, and incidentally, the inside, it's just stained. It's not rotted at all. And the other side, rotted here. Brick molding is fine, and just stained here. So later on, I'll treat that with what's called Kills Primer Sealer, and that'll keep that stain from telegraphing through the new paint after I paint it. But anyway, I've taken a speed square, marked how far up I want to cut on both sides, and then I'm going to use my little zippy tool. I'm going to cut through there, cut here. I'm going to use my utility knife and score the caulk line on each side before I do any cutting, so that I'm not pulling away any paint that's on the brick molding. But away we go. Okay, I'm going to talk a little loud because I've got somebody, a truck parked across the street that's running, and the AC running right next to me. So I hope you can hear me okay, and hope I'm not too loud. I've milled a piece here and a piece for here. You might notice I've got a screw in there, and the reason for that, I've milled it a little bit thinner because I want to put a bed of that adhesive caulk behind it and be able to get it exactly flush. But if I put it in place with the caulk in there and it gets beyond flush, I've got no way to manipulate it back. So I've got this little screw in there. I can pull that out later and get it exactly where I want it. Same with the other side. Okay, load it up. Get it in there. And nice. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that. So there we have it. Our door has new side piece right there, on the other side as well, across the bottom, all pressure treated. The rotted portion of the jamb, we'll let that dry and firm up. We've even caulked our little bullet holes from the screws on both sides. Again, this looks gnarly, but it's actually not rotted at all. So later we'll clean that up when we finish up painting and everything. We'll get this cleaned up, primed and painted. How about that? That's another thing you can do around the house that it's pretty common with these doors. Happens all the time. But something you can do on your own. Might be time to clean the window. Have a great day. Thanks.